The spring race calendar is now well and truly underway, starting off with Queen's 5k last week, Spar 10k last week, but today down spectating at the Portadown Festival of Running with a 10k and half marathon. Starting off today then, down at Portadown Rugby Club on a bright but quite chilly Sunday morning, here for the Portadown Festival of Running. Kicking off then on a downhill section here of the half marathon, just under 700 people, starting off at 9 AM here on what was a reasonably flat course with very little wind on the day. Finishing times ranging from 1 hour 11 to just a shade under 3 hours. A real range of abilities, all setting off on the journey here to complete the 13.1 mile course. Representatives from all of the major clubs around Northern Ireland here, all sorts of vests, all sorts of abilities, taking part. A really well attended race. Next, around half an hour later, was the start of the 10k race, with just under 300 runners starting this one, on a course that incorporates the final few miles of the half marathon, taking in some of the towpath section in Portadown as part of the 10k loop. Some absolutely superb runs in both races, notably a new men's and women's course record in the half marathon, and plenty of personal PBs at both ends of each race. Exactly 1 week earlier then was the Spar Craic 10k, held on St Patrick's Day, with just over 4,000 people touring the start line at the front of Belfast City Hall. A massive number in this annual event, all abilities and ages catered for, with finish times ranging from 31 minutes to over an hour and a half, all getting to enjoy a run in the mainly dry conditions around various spots in Belfast, starting in the city centre and finishing up coming over the Omer Bridge, then into Ormeau Park, where there's still another 2.5k to do around the park run route before crossing the very busy, obviously, finish line on the day. Finally then, the Queen's 5k on the Wednesday prior, with 3 separate race categories. First off here, the 3k race, with runners coming around the embankment, over 100 entries in this one in a time of under 10 minutes. Next up were the 2 5k races, and first off, the Elite 5k race, where runners had to have run a sub 20 minute 5k previously to be eligible to enter. Needless to say, I'm watching this one, spectating role, in a race where the first 9 finishers ran sub 15 minutes for the 5k distance, which is just crazy. And finally then, the race I participated in, the 5k Masters race, the biggest in terms of numbers, over 500. No race footage for me this time, decided not to bring the camera as I was giving it a go, so just got some photos instead. But I managed to get well under my target of sub 26 minutes in a 25:18 finish time, which I'm quite pleased with, and thoroughly enjoyed the race in general. Great organisation and a super flat course. So what's next then? What's next is driving to Dublin now, just after 4 in the morning, to catch a flight to Prague for the third super half, the first super half of the year. So yeah, update when I get there. Thanks for watching.